Hello, my friend. Amner Hunter here from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you in another video. Happy start of your week. Today we are going to be checking out a couple of cool new free plugins, and also I want to share with you a couple of new and very interesting deals in music production tools. Alright, as usual, you will find all of the applicable links in the video description and first comment right below the timestamps, alright, because I like to put timestamps in case I want to move around between the mini segments of the video easily, and you don't have to waste time or anything on the intro, stuff like that. Alright, so before we begin, let me show you quickly the plugins we're gonna be checking out today. So starting with the free ones, we have this new version and back sandal type EQ by Kuassa. This is the BasiQ2, right? We have also a new free reverb, very cool reverb. This is the digital reverb RRV-10, and this is a free one. And checking out some of the most relevant deals that I found, the BassShaper new plugin by WA Production. This is an all-in-one tool for bass and low end. $12 only at Plugin Boutique at the moment. So yeah, pretty good discount on this one. It's a multi-effects, right? Because it includes many things for low end and bass management. And Waves Audio just released today the Sync VX plugin. This is a very cool plugin to tighten your background vocals, all of your lead vocal tracks, to align all of the tracks that might be unaligned and that would otherwise take hours or sometimes a lot of time to align and to get everything right every take. This plugin does it automatically, instantly almost, and also it fixes the pitch sometimes if you want that option as well, right? You can set the same pitch for multiple tracks, multiple vocal takes at once. 35% off, introductory price, right? I understand this is not an affordable price, $129, but the things that this plugin can do for you, saving a lot of time. So yeah, I think it has a lot of value, this plugin by Waves Audio. So before we begin, let me invite you quickly to my website, amnerhunter.com, where you can grab some additional free stuff, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players, also some free tools, some collections of guitar impulses, collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost on a daily basis with tons of content like this. Alright? Please let me know if you are here in the live stream. I am always happy and interested to know your opinions about these plugins. So now let me take you to my DAW and start with the free plugins, right? So this is the BasiQ2 by Kuassa, the version 2 of this cool back sandal EQ plugin by this company. In this new version, we have the A/B functionality to compare a couple of different settings in the plugin. Also, we have high pass and low pass filters included. Also in this version, we have the light and dark mode as well. We have this type of also where we can see the plugin vertically or horizontally, right? The bands, low, mids, and highs, they have a very nice EQ curve. Very slick EQ curves based, of course, on that back sandal type of philosophies when it comes to equalization, right? So let's test it quickly here on these drums first. By the way, you might hear some noise here and there because this is a demo. I'm not sure why is this a demo. I haven't registered it or anything like that. Maybe I need to enter a serial number or something. But this one, it's fully free, all right? Let's continue here. The highs, lows. before. This is mids, so I like to reduce the mids a bit, the low mids. A bit muddy, more open, right? More weight as well. Let's just test the low pass filters. Yeah, there's that noise. I need to register this plugin for sure. High pass. We have an output to level match. Alright, and let's also test this EQ on guitars, electric guitars. Let's check it out here. Let's add some analog EQ curves here. Continue demo. Yeah, the top end, I think it's very nice, very slick. Some mid-range. We can leave the low end untouched maybe and add a high-pass filter. You can see the frequency here, right? Maybe a high pass as well. Around 10K. There's that noise again. Brighter, and it's a bit dull there. Before. That's a nice air to it on the top end, right? Okay, so let's continue with the next one. This reverb plugin, digital reverb RRV-10. It's an emulation of a classics from the 80s. I believe it's from Boss, a rack reverb. It's a very cool. I really loved the character of this one. It has room reverb, whole reverb plate as well, and it has a gated reverb as well here. When you turn the knob this to the G here, this gate, it has a nice gated reverb as well. Here is the decay time, the tone. If you want it brighter or darker, this is the mix knob, right? The blend, dry and wet, and an output as well here. So yeah, very nice reverb. You will hear that right now. Let me use it first on this snare. I really loved this one on snare, the room. Okay, so let's add it. Let's start to add the effect. Nice. Brings that snare to life, right? Off. Nice. Off. A little bit goes a long way. The tone, let's hear the snare isolated. A bit darker here. Decay time. And let's test also the other algorithms here of reverb. Longer decay time. another room. This is a hall. Okay. This multi-tap probably could be. Nice. And that one, it's like in this slap back, and this gated, it's pretty cool. So let's hear it in context. Before. Nice. Gated, right? You can increase the decay. Nice. It's too long probably. It's very, very cool. I really loved this reverb. I'm probably gonna keep it here on my free plugins. Let's test it now on vocals quickly.
In spite of me, sticks and stones are tearing me in two until you start breaking me down to my bone. In spite of me,
Dry.
sticks and stones
Cool.
are tearing me in two until you start breaking me down to my bone. In spite of me,
This was pretty cool as well.
sticks and stones are tearing me.
This is like a slapback echo.
In spite of me,
Very cool.
sticks and stones are tearing me in two until you start breaking me
Gated.
down to my bones.
Very, very cool. Let me know what you think of this reverb, my friends. Now, let's move on to the paid plugins, premium plugins in this list. I put this here. So this is the BassShaper, the brand new plugin by WA Production, a plugin, all things related to bass and low-end management and control, right? So here we have the shaping section, then we have this EQ with saturation and enhancement here. One important thing about this plugin also is the limiter that we have here that we can engage, and also the automatic gain compensation that we have here, so that the relative gain level and volume remains the same, right? The plugin automatically controls that, because you might add some things here and there and the volume starts to increase, but with the automatic gain compensation it stays relatively the same. And the limiter to protect also, well, the output, right? So here we have the deboom. Yeah, it will remove boominess. The demod, of course, remove muddiness in the lower mids. And the level, it's like an automatic leveler, especially made for low frequencies, right? Here in the subtones, we are going to add some subharmonics, sub, center, and highs. And the punch will add, of course, some like a smack, or if you are dealing with the kick drum, for instance. And the fade is to enhance the tail of the signal. In case, for instance, of kick drums, right, where you have very prominent the peak and the tail. And moving on to the saturation EQ, we have low, mids, and highs. We can cut also lows, but the introducing low, mids, or highs, you can also add saturation. And the enhance here, the press, it's a 670 compressor with tons of character. The heat is saturation, right? The depth, it's low end. And yeah, a general mix control for this enhanced section. And I'm not sure if we have an general mix control. Yeah, I think not. But yeah, input and output. So that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Limiting, automatic gain compensation. Let's test it here on this bass guitar. The boom, the mood, level, leveler. Okay, let's add some low end harmonics. Before. Punch. Before. Yeah, it's cleaner, clearer. Let's add some saturation here and EQ. More compression here, compression limiting. Some extra saturation. Let's increase a bit yeah, you can see the signal more controlled than in the input. Let's hear it in context. Before. Alright, let's also check it out on this kick drum. There are four microphones different for the kick drum. So let's see here. The mod, the boom, leveler, low end, that was I think missing a bit. A punch. This shortens the tail if needed, or lengthens the tail. Okay, limiting and automatic gain compensation, very important. Compression, heat. Before. Before, after. It's like acoustic, the kick drum, right? It's a real recording, it's not a sample or anything like that. Let's check it out in context here. Probably I'm saturating a bit in excess here. Okay, there is a saturation. We can have like the best of both worlds. In the context. Alright, that's the BassShaper by WA Production. Finally, let's check out the latest plugin by Waves Audio. Before inserting the plugin here and letting you know how this plugin works, it uses a new technology called ARA, which stands for Audio Random Access, right? It's a technology that allows the plugins to intercommunicate better with DAWs, especially when it comes to structures, and to seamlessly create a good synchronization between the plugin and the DAW, specifically talking about structures. In this case, we're going to synchronize vocals, right? So what's inside the plugin, the structure of the vocals inside the plugin needs to be very, very well aligned with what's happening on the DAW, because it will like it will align everything, right? So it will move the audios like this inside the plugin, and it needs to do that also outside the plugin. So that's I was reading a bit about the IRA, the Audio Random Access technology that this plugin needs. Most DAWs are compatible with this technology. Not all of them, I think. Ableton doesn't have it, but Pro Tools, Cubase, Reaper, Cakewalk, Studio One as well, Nuendo, all of those plugins support that. So for instance, let me explain quickly here on Reaper how you can activate this ARA type of plugins, right? But anyway, the plugin also will open up as a VST3. So for instance, here under preferences on Reaper, and you can go to the Waves Audio's website, where they have a tutorial for each one of the different DAWs to put this to set it up, right? So here in Reaper, if you go here to the preferences, right, the general preferences of Reaper, down here to the plugins, the plugins section here, we have ARA, right? This ARA needs to be enabled here, right? These two squares need to be like that, and you click apply, okay, and now Reaper can load this plugin or your DAW of choice, right? So let me show you these tracks. I have 3 lead tracks for vocals and 3 backing vocals, right? So they are completely unaligned. I did it intentionally, so take a listen.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her, stinging from the loneliest touch. Will she ever break free or just surrender again? You know, it happens.
It's a mess, right? It's a mess in terms of the alignment of the tracks, right? So it's very simple what we need to do here. We can insert the plugin here on any one of the tracks, but I like to go with the main track. For instance, the main lead track, it's here, and we can insert the plugin here just as a normal plugin here on Reaper. Sync VX, right? It's gonna be a VST3. Here it is. It lets you know some instructions to set the tracks, because for instance, if we have lead vocal tracks and backing vocals, maybe the backing vocals doesn't need to be aligned when it comes to pitch with the lead vocal. So we need to set tracks as reference and tracks that are going to synchronize to that reference, to the main one. Can be lead vocals, can be backing vocals, supporting vocals, stuff like that. So I already inserted the plugin here on the main lead vocal track, and I need to set this as reference, right? This is a reference, so reference 1. You have the option up to let's say how many references? 4 references and 4 tracks that can be synchronized to that reference. So yeah, that's quite a lot of options, I think. So for instance, I'm gonna set this as reference 1. What I need to do now is to start adding the Sync VX plugin to the other tracks. It's very simple, and they are going to start appearing here just in one window. You're not gonna have a ton of windows of the plugin. So let's add it, for instance, here, Sync VX, right? And it's here. It's actually super lightweight, the plugin, because you're adding one instance on each one of these tracks, but the main window, it's this one, right? And it's very, very lightweight. I was surprised as to how lightweight the plugin, how CPU friendly the plugin is, like 0.01%, 0.02%. It's aligning automatically, as you can see here. This bar that you can see, it's aligning everything automatically. You don't need to do anything. Very impressive. So we are adding a third track, and it's going to align it. You can cancel the process, but we'll align it automatically. Then let's add, for instance, the backing vocals, right? So we do the same. We add the plugin here, and it added this background vocal 1. Let's add background vocal 2. And it's very, very quick to work. Of course, the longer the tracks, right? But it's relatively very quick to finish the job. That is what it was meant to be used for. So we have all of the tracks. What I like to do here is, since the main lead track is this one, it's already in reference 1, and these other 2 tracks need to be, like, for instance, synchronized, right? So yeah, they are in purple, right? So you can see like the tracks that are synchronized based on the color or the number. But for instance, this background vocal 1, I'm gonna set it as, yeah, reference 2, right? And these two other backing vocal tracks are going to be in orange, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Here is processing already the audio. By the way, you can also you have a couple of controls here for the percentage of alignment, right? Time wise and also pitch wise. So this one is 100% the alignment, right? 100% is good, but you can move it a bit, unsynchronize a bit with this knob, but let's leave it here 100%. And also you can, all of the tracks can be aligned in pitch with the pitch control that we can turn on here, right? So let's hear now the alignment, how it ended.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her.
Right now it's synchronizing, right? Let's wait for the synchronization, synchronizing everything. It's quick to work with. Let's wait a bit. Okay, so
well, it never takes long till they leave
still not there yet.
Stinging from the loneliest touch. Will she ever break free?
It's analyzing everything. It's almost finishing. Yeah, it's done, right? So let's hear it.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her.
Everything perfectly synchronized.
Stinging from the loneliest touch.
It's not only moving like it's not only moving the beginning of the track or the beginning of the recordings here. It's like moving every small nuance of the recording track. It's moving it, extending it or the opposite, right?
Well, it never takes long till they leave her
without altering anything.
Stinging from the loneliest touch. Will she ever break free or just surrender again? You know.
Right, and for instance, here we can visually see the movement before, right? Before and after. So you can see how everything moved with the plugin, and it's automatically. I don't need to do anything. It's synchronizing automatically.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her, stinging from the loneliest touch. Will she ever break free or just surrender?
Everything perfectly synchronized. Very, very cool. And let's check out the pitch, because for instance, you can hear the backing vocals here. You can solo also, right? Or mute. Let's solo the backing vocals.
Never takes long till they leave her.
We can like synchronize the pitch of these backing vocals with to the main vocal tracks.
Never takes long till they leave her.
Wow, so it's everything is now in the same pitch. Let's hear it.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her, stinging from the loneliest touch. Will she ever break free or just surrender?
That's why it's important to leave the pitch sometimes out of the equation, because of course backing vocals are harmonizing and everything, thirds, fifths, octaves.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her, stinging from the loneliest touch. Will she ever break free or just surrender again? You know it happened.
All right, and as you can see here, let's see, everything was moved, right? You have here this little icon. So not only that happened inside the plugin, also it happened here.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her, stinging from the loneliest touch.
Well, I mean, it didn't happen like this, like moved. Yeah, maybe I was wrong about that. It doesn't need to do that outside the plugin, but it's still connected with the ARA technology, and with yeah, one instance of the plugin here on the main vocal track.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her.
And for instance, if I open the plugin here, yeah, it's whatever you open up the plugin, you have all of the tracks that are working together, right? So yeah, pretty cool. And just to show you quickly, let's check out the CPU performance, right? As you can see here, super lightweight, 0.12%, 0.01, 0.13, 0.13, 0.07, 8.08, 0.11. So it's very lightweight on the CPU, right? Very cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it, my friends. Those are the plugins for today. Let me know what you think of these ones. Let me know what you think of the free ones, and I would be very interested to know your opinions. Acoustic is here. Hello, Acoustic. How are you? Bruce Wayne is here as well. Amith Jensen Official. Hello. Dadus. Hi, Amner. Everybody. Ujam gave Finisher Neo today for free. Thanks a lot, Bruce, for sharing that news. I will be checking out that in a moment. I always wanted a hardware one of these Boss reverbs. Oh wow! Yeah, it should be very good, right? To have, but now you have it on a plugin format. Much more convenient sometimes, but yeah, on live shows it could be cool to have those racks, or in the studio, of course, as well. Lou Sequoia says, thank you, Amner. Thank you, my friend, for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. Before we leave, let me invite you quickly to my website, amnerhunter.com, where you can get some additional free stuff, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks, some extra free tools, some guitar impulse packs, some drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost on a daily basis with tons of content like this. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. I will see you very soon in the next video. Right? Bye bye. Take care. Thank you, guys. Hit the thumbs up.